What pages do you absolutely need to have on your website so people take your company seriously? And I'm also going to be covering some really good bonus pages that are going to help you look significantly more professional out in the world. My name is Harrison Barron from growth-generators.com. We help MSPs with sales training and marketing. Before I get into that, two quick things as always. Number one, there's a masterclass down below. You're not going to want to miss that. It is fantastic and it'll dramatically help your MSP business grow, scale, and become more profitable. Number two, come hang out with us in the Discord. A lot of you guys said the links haven't worked. I don't know. The Discord links, they just don't like me. I can make everything else work. I can't make the Discord links work. The easiest way to get there is growth-generators.com/Discord. So let's talk about, and by the way, you could also go to growth-generators.com, my website, and it's under the resources and you could jump in there. If it's not under resources, we may have moved it, but that's pretty much where it's going to be. So let's talk about the pages that you actually need, because you're probably like, Harrison, I want to start a business. I want to go, what pages do I actually need before, for somebody to take me seriously? Now, there's a couple schools of thought here, and I want to share the most bizarre one with you, and it works, kind of. You could literally have a one-page website. Now, this is considered, in some people's eyes, a landing page or just a one-page website. And what you're going to do is it's going to be a long silo, and I couldn't find any of these off the bat to show you an example of, but it's really just everything on one page. That's it. The nice part is you don't have to make a bunch of pages. You don't have to really do a lot of the stuff, but there are some areas that you're going to want to include, which is the services that you provide, maybe even a little section of an about us, a contact area, and just a call to action of some sort, right? You're obviously going to have a contact, but maybe you want to give something away or provide an ebook of some sort. Those are important to have, but you could literally have one page. Now, the catch with one page is you do got to make it look good. Whether or not you hire somebody or you do it yourself, spend some time making it genuinely look good. Because if somebody sees that you're going to have one page, it kind of has to be a knockout. If it looks like poop, nobody's really going to look at it. Like, nobody's going to take it seriously. So that is one thing you do have to be considerate of, is that you want it to be full of content. It doesn't have to be overflowing. It doesn't have to be 1.5 miles long and, the fisherman that catches the fish that's, this big, right? Or with the arms all the way wide out. It doesn't have to be that big, but it has to be done well, and it has to convey the information appropriately. That's one school of thought. It will work. It'll get you by. Is it the best thing in the world? Not really, because it's just kind of dipping your toe into, hey, we kind of look professional. But it does have to look really good. If you're only going to have one page, it does. That's kind of the trade-off with it. So let's talk about the 4 pages that you really do need. I'm actually going to show some examples here on my screen because I think it's cool when you get to see them. So obviously you're going to have your homepage. Now your homepage is going to tell people a little bit about you, what you do, how you help them, right? So these are some of the websites I've used in this run recently, but we have TechMD, right? Talks a little bit about the company. We're tech experts, some awards, accolades, all that good stuff. Maybe a link to the blog, which you wouldn't have right off the bat, and that's okay, right? And book a consultation, which is going to go to that contact area. Perfect. We can look at another one, out front of every frontline managed services, or frontline EMS in the weird way that I think, because I was a fireman. But it talks a little bit about the company, comprehensive managed services for legal, which is great. The story, team, IT, governance, and awards and allocations. Perfect. Strategic partners. This is all good. Hopefully, hey, look at that. Those actually do work. That's fantastic. A little bit more about the company, resources, great testimonials, huge for a homepage, and then a contact or a newsletter, some kind of opt-in, which is great. Wins the seal of approval. What we do, now this website's a little different because it's kind of a landing page, but you have to scroll through it, and it kind of feels like it's a full-fledged website, but if you keep scrolling through, you'll see basically all of the areas. I actually really like this one. I don't like that it takes so long in certain areas to get through it. You got to scroll for quite a while if you want to get to where you want to go. But hey, you know what? That's how they built it. But it, all in one IT department. I would probably beef it up a little bit more than this. And I just threw Catalyst Systems up here too. Right, request a callback, kind of Probably not the best call to action. I wouldn't have put that up there actually. But about Catalyst, our services, great installation services. So you see a common theme here. This is probably the weakest homepage out of them all. That's okay. It was just on one of those websites that I find a bunch of MSP websites on. So we have the homepage. We've seen the homepages. You just got to talk about who you are, what you do, and the services that you're really going to provide, a solid call to action, and a link to your contact page. That brings us to the second most important page. You're going to have a contact page. I know it sounds super silly and kind of dumb, and you're like, well, obviously, but it is the second page that you need. And something as simple as this, schedule a consultation, reach out to us, whatever it may be, is fine. You can see it here. It's the same across the board. I mean, they're all pretty straightforward as far as contact. They have an email and a phone call. They don't even have a submission online, which is wild to me, but hey, God bless. And then another contact us. Perfect, right? This is totally fine. I'm all in favor of this. Super, super simple. So you got the homepage, you got the contact page. So you're probably thinking, Harrison, what are the other two pages that you have to have or you really should have on your website? Now, these are going to be super debatable depending on who you are. But in my opinion, those two pages should be a about us and a services we offer. Now, the reason I say an about us is because people are going to be spending a tremendous amount of money with you. Because of that, they probably want to learn a little bit about the company. Now, they're not going to care about every little aspect of the company, but they are going to want to know at least a little more. Who the business owners are, who the team is, how you got started, how long have you been in business for? Even if you're just starting up, why did you start a business? All of these questions need to be answered. You can go as crazy as you want on an About Us page, or you can go as little as you want on an About Us page. And I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. So if we go back to the homepage here, we have Why Tech MD, so meet our team, client reviews, Tech MD cares. Like a meet our team is fine. If I go up here, we have an about frontline, perfect. And then what we do, our method, they don't have anything here. An About Us area, perfect. You definitely want to have something about it. This is probably one of the weaker ones. I probably would have filled it up with a little bit more about the team and all that kind of stuff, and that's okay. About our history, right? This is beautiful. Talks all about it. Just gives it a little bit more information in there, and I'm totally cool with that. I probably would like it a little bit beefier, but that's okay. I mean, this is actually cool because you really do get to see kind of where it all started back in 1987. Cash management. Yeah, cash management CMS founded, established to help a law firm. That's cool, right? And then 1998, 2002, this is cool. Like seeing that history. I probably would have added a little bit more to each one or made these a touch longer, but I think that this is actually a really good way to demonstrate the progress of your business. Massive kudos there. I probably would have gone a little bit about the team too, but I do know they had a leadership one. You got these guys. These are good. I probably would have tried to make them all uniform, but hey, cropped out with no background or anything is fine. And then Why Tech MD, so with it, meet our team, our leaders, cool. Some of these people, I like putting a LinkedIn on there so you can do a little bit of homework, but this is fantastic. It's the same background on everybody. They don't have to all be wearing the exact same thing, whether or not they're photoshopped or not. They just look really, really, really good. This is exactly what you need. Maybe not the whole team, and then maybe a little story about you, how you do it, and that whole process is perfect for the About Us section. So you're probably thinking, well, Harrison, where's the last section? I got you covered. But it's just really valuable when somebody's going to hand you a ton of cash every single month. They kind of want to know about your business, where you came from, and where you plan on going. And while you might not have the craziest story, you can embellish in some of the things that you've done, why you started the business, the trajectory of the business, what you plan on doing, how you plan on helping the market, what's unique about your business. Because people that genuinely want to do business with you, I promise you, are going to read the important stuff. They want to know who they're giving their money to because it's not $20. We're talking about hundreds, if not thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars every single month. So let's talk about some of these other pages here. IT services. Now, you don't have to go out and build all of these pages. It would take way too much time. But you can talk about, and just like this page here, your services, the services that you provide, breaking it up. So managed IT services, managed cybersecurity, the modern office, IT consulting. This is actually a really, really good page. Client reviews, I would have made it probably a good bit longer if you were only going to go with 1/4 page. That's totally cool in my book. Same thing here. We got services. We got a mega menu here. That's all well and good. Managed IT services. Let's see what shows up here. Request a complimentary IT assessment. That's good. It's usually not that strong of an action or call to action that people care all that much, but over 35 years of experience, probably would have put that in the About Us area. You know, I do love this section over here. Just thin. That's pretty much the only thing that you got to deal with is it's just thin. You really want to spend some time invested in just writing about what you do and writing how you help people and the services that you provide and the benefits for the business. We as MSP people and tech people, love the numbers, we love the data, we love seeing how, throughputs and all the technical stuff. By nature, it's just who we are. Your customer doesn't care about that. You have to show them the benefits of the services that you're providing. And when you do, hey, we provide IT services so you could work every day knowing the rest of your team is working uninterrupted. And if they do have a problem, they're not getting up out of their seat and going to bother their neighbor for some computer help. That's the big secret with this. So as you're going out and building those pages, whatever services that you provide, tell people about them. Trust me, I know that you're probably thinking, Harrison, nobody's going to read that. The people that are going to put tons of money in your pocket are going to spend the time reading about the benefits, why it's a good fit for them. And you really want to take the time to tell them about that. That's going to be the big difference. Now, let's talk about some bonus pages, because I'm not just going to leave you with those 4 pages and that's the end of the video, because you should be hitting, at this point, you should have hit the like button. If you didn't, I'll give you a second to do that, maybe even the subscribe button and notification bell. And while you're doing that, let's talk about some of the bonus pages. Thank you for that, by the way. I appreciate you hitting that button. Let's talk about the bonus pages. There's a bunch of bonus pages that are actually really easy for you to build out, like that you could do this in maybe an hour or two if you really want to get aggressive. Bonus page number 1, in my opinion, galleries. We take great pride in our work. Put a gallery on there. Now, I know not everyone's going to be a network engineer. Not everyone's going to be going into a server closet. But hey, if you installed some new hardware and the server closet looks good, take a picture of it. Share that out. Share the quality work that you do. If you built a new custom computer, put that on a gallery. Your customer probably has never seen you do work, or your prospect has never seen you do work before. A gallery is so slept on in the MSP industry. It is crazy. If you're out doing work at a client's office, ask them, hey, can you do me a favor? Take my phone, grab a quick little picture of me. It would be tremendously helpful. And throw it on your website. They want to see that you're actually doing the work instead of you being, a faceless person behind a computer that they never get to interact with. As you're growing and you hire people on your team, share pictures of them, the progress that they're making, certifications that they get, them taking tests, them working in the office. All of that stuff is pure gold. People love that stuff. And I don't see a gallery on nearly enough websites. It's the easiest place to advertise and show people what you do and how you do it. It's such a cool thing. Now, some of the other bonus pages I've actually seen in here. So, resources. If you could create a blog and do that kind of thing, it is a good amount of work, right? Resources, again, insights, press, webinars, events. But if you can create a blog that you keep up to date on and no blog posts, great. That's so nice of them. Why would you put a blog if there's no blog post? But when you're going through this process, take the time to write about what you do and teach people what you do and how you help them. That is page number 1, and that's a lot of pages, so that's why it's a bonus page. So if you can make a blog, 100% go for it. The second page is industries and areas that you serve. If you want to serve and you plan on having a vertical and you've gone through the buyer persona, start to build these out. You should have a buyer persona for each one of these and going through and really speaking to them. Pick 1, 2, maybe 3 and cap it there, because after that, you're just getting the law of diminishing returns. Really build out a page where somebody can go through manufacturing, education, all that good stuff, and they could see how you help people. If you can get a picture like this of you guys in your uniform or whatever you choose to have your employees wear or you wear at their location, oh, once again, gold, so they could actually really see some real stuff instead of a stock image. And I'm just guessing this is a stock image. I don't think any of these people are in any of the same building, but that is huge for you. I know that there is tons of opportunity, and you guys work in some incredible industries. Make real pages. This is even light, in my opinion. There should be way more content on it. How you've transformed the businesses, teaching them all about that good stuff is really, really important. And then if you could throw on industry-specific testimonials, even better. So we have the blog, we have your gallery, we have the industries that you're going to talk about. And the last but not least is going to be free resources. Now in here, insights and events, they don't really have it. Resources, insights, press, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty hard to find, but it's a good page to put on your website of free things that you're creating using the marketing material that you're provided through partnerships, whether that's Carbon Systems, Ingram Micro, Dell, HP, it does not matter. But give people an opportunity to give you their contact information, and in return, you're going to get they're going to get the thing that you promised, whatever that is. Give that and make it amazing. It might not be something you launch with on day one, but over the next couple weeks or months, hey, download our guide to work with us. And it explains the entire process from onboarding all the way to them getting services. They will love that. I promise you. So if you could focus on those 4 core beginning pages and then some bonus pages over time, your website is dynamic. It's going to constantly be changing. It's very fluid. Things are always going to be happening. You're going to be always making tweaks on it. I work on my own website all the time on top of our clients' websites. It's just part of the process. Have fun with it. If you need help with your website, feel free to reach out to us, growth-generators.com. And other than that, I got a really, really cool tool coming for you guys next week. You're going to want to stay tuned for that, and some free training that I was like, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm going all in. I want to make the best tools, the best training for you guys. I love the heck out of you guys. I appreciate the heck out of you guys every day, and I will see you guys on the next video.